Some car brands don't just disappear. They fade out quietly, leaving behind memories, rumors, and the feeling that something important was lost. These were brands that once filled roads, driveways, and dreams, and now they only exist in stories. This is a countdown of car brands no longer around, not just how they died, but why their absence still feels strange. Number 10. Saturn. In the 1980s, Saturn was supposed to change everything. It wasn't just another car brand, it was an experiment. No haggle pricing, friendly dealerships, cars designed to last forever. Even the body panels were different, made from plastic that could bend instead of dent. People trusted Saturn. They loved Saturn. Some families bought nothing else, and that loyalty became the problem. Saturn cars lasted too long. Owners didn't need replacements, and when General Motors collapsed under financial pressure, Saturn became expendable. In 2010, the brand was shut down. Even today, you can still spot Saturns on the road. Quiet, reliable, survivors of a brand that did too many things right in the wrong system. Number 9. Saab. Saab wasn't built for everyone, and it never tried to be. Born from an aircraft company, Saab cars felt different the moment you sat inside. The ignition between the seats, the dashboard shaped like a cockpit, safety before style. Owning a Saab wasn't just transportation, it was an identity, but uniqueness comes at a cost. Ownership changed hands, costs rose, sales dropped. By 2011, Saab stopped producing cars. A brief electric revival followed. Then silence. Saab didn't collapse loudly. It faded away, like a brilliant, strange idea the world decided it no longer had room for. Number 8. Mercury. Mercury was always stuck in the middle, not basic like Ford, not luxurious like Lincoln. For decades, that middle ground worked. Cars like the Cougar and Grand Marquis became familiar sights on American roads, but over time, the gap disappeared. Ford improved, Lincoln moved upscale, and Mercury lost its purpose. By 2011, Ford made the decision. Mercury was retired. A brand that once filled a perfect space simply ran out of reasons to exist. Number 7. Merkur. In the 1980s, Ford had an idea: bring European cars to America, sell them as something exotic, different. They called it Merkur. The problem was, no one understood it. The name sounded foreign, the cars were expensive, and buyers couldn't figure out why Merkur existed at all. After just 5 years, the experiment ended. Merkur disappeared so quietly that many people never realized it was gone. Sometimes failure isn't dramatic, sometimes it's just forgotten. Number 6. Sterling. Sterling promised the best of everything: British luxury, Japanese engineering, modern design. On paper, it sounded perfect. In reality, it wasn't. Build quality issues surfaced almost immediately. Electrical problems became common. Trust vanished. Within a few years, the brand's reputation collapsed. By 1991, Sterling left the US market for good. It became a warning sign, a reminder that promises mean nothing without execution. Number 5. Plymouth. Plymouth was built for everyday Americans, affordable, dependable, honest. During the Great Depression, Plymouth thrived. For decades, it produced cars families relied on. But over time, Plymouth lost its identity. Its cars became too similar to others, too easy to overlook. In 2001, Chrysler made the call. Plymouth was retired. A brand that once represented accessibility quietly drove into history. Number 4. Pontiac. Pontiac was power, muscle, attitude. Cars like the GTO and Firebird didn't whisper, they announced themselves. But the world changed. Fuel prices rose. Efficiency mattered more than horsepower. When General Motors collapsed during the recession, sacrifices were inevitable. Pontiac didn't survive. In 2010, the last Pontiac rolled off the assembly line, an icon lost, not because it wasn't loved, but because survival demanded hard choices. Number 3. Bricklin. Malcolm Bricklin wanted to build the safest car ever made. Not the fastest, not the prettiest, the safest. The Bricklin SV1 had massive safety bumpers, a roll cage, and dramatic gull-wing doors. It looked like the future, but building the future was expensive. Production problems piled up. Money vanished. By 1975, the company collapsed. Only a few thousand Bricklins were ever built. Today, it's a cult legend, a reminder that being right doesn't guarantee survival. Number 2. Amphicar. This car didn't just drive, it floated. In the 1960s, the Amphicar could roll off a road and straight into water. No trailer, no transformation. It was a car and a boat. People were amazed. Celebrities bought them. Photos went viral decades before social media existed. But novelty has limits. The Amphicar was slow, expensive, and impractical. By 1968, production ended. The company vanished, leaving behind one of the strangest, most unforgettable cars ever made. And now, number 1, DeLorean. Few cars have outlived their companies like the DeLorean. Stainless steel body, gull wing doors, a design that looked like tomorrow. Then came the movies, time travel, immortality. Behind the scenes, everything was falling apart. Financial disaster, mismanagement, scandal. By 1982, the company collapsed. But the car lived on. Decades later, the DeLorean still feels alive, still mysterious, still unfinished. These brands didn't just disappear, they became warnings. Warnings about timing, about ambition, about what happens when ideas move faster than reality. Some deserved to survive, some were doomed from the start, but all of them left something behind, a memory, an era, a feeling we still haven't replaced. So tell me, which of these car brands do you miss the most?